All right, episode
82.
Not quite.
Oh.
19 this time.
Oh.
Feels like
1982.
82.
Yes.
Good year.
So, as per usual, I am Itty, just like I am usually every week.
Every weekend.
Every single week. Special guest referee this week.
B-Mac.
Oh.
No, Bobby Arrock.
All right, and making his triumphant return after almost killing Van Halen last time,
Yep.
B-Mac.
How's it going?
Let's see what legend he can actually finish off this week.
Yes.
So yeah, we got a great matchup. That's kind of a strange matchup. But before we do that, let's take care of a little house cleaning and or housekeeping and give you the lowdown on how this whole thing works. We take each band's top 5 on Spotify. We match up song 1 versus song 1, song 2 versus song 2, and so on for 5 songs. Our panelist will then pick the best song in each matchup to determine the point. The first band to amass 3 points will be declared the winner and move on in the tournament. We will provide links to the songs in the description of the YouTube video. We have also set up Spotify playlists so you can play along at home. Simply search for Idiot on Spotify. Click the profile and then access the playlist for the episode you are listening to. You can then switch back and forth seamlessly between the two programs, and you will be listening to the exact same versions that we did when we made our decisions. Don't forget, visit www.bandfights.com for past matchups and other bracket information. So today's matchup, we've got Mumford and Sons.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Brian's favorite band.
Love it.
For real?
No, not for real.
And Quiet
you
Riot.
me.
So
Yes.
his other favorite band. So it's gonna be, he's gonna be really conflicted. I can't think of a Mumford and I know I've heard Mumford and Sons songs before, but I can't think of any of them. They're kind of like Dave Matthews. Like they're just.
You know what? That's funny you said that. I was before we went on air, so to speak. I was singing the exact same combo. They're more of like, I know people have gone to see Mumford and Sons and they're like, oh yeah, man, it was cool. Like it was more like a vibe, feel type of music. I really can't think of any tunes either, but
yeah, if you like Mumford and Sons, you may also like Dave Matthews.
So, well, good news for Mumford and Sons. They're not up against AC/DC, so they may have a chance. Because Quiet Riot, again, I mean, everybody knows Metal Health and Come On, Feel the Noise, but beyond that,
I don't know, man. Slick Black Cadillac.
That you think that's going to be in the list?
Oh
though?
yeah, I'm guessing, but that's a great tune.
All right, well, I'll take your word for it. Is it like?
Oh,
look at that!
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. So,
wow. I'm interested to see where that comes.
Is that like a Burn in Hell then, or?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it might be.
Oh.
It might be. You're pretty like keen on Burn in Hell, but Slick Black Cadillac, I can't even say. That's okay. How good of a song it is.
So, you have any thoughts of Quiet Riot, or?
My inclination is Quiet Riot. We'll take this home, but we'll see what happens.
All right. All right, well, let's get into it. Song 1, of course, Quiet Riot, Come On, Feel the Noise. And for Mumford and Son, Little Lion Man. So, never heard that before, so we'll have to...
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Oh, God.
Number 1 song. So.
They just call you Little, and then they mumble off the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, song 1 in the bank. B-Mac, you can go ahead and lead us off here.
All right. Going in, I thought I was going to go with Quiet Riot, but I actually preferred Mumford and Sons.
Wow.
Wowzer. That,
Maybe
like,
I'm getting old, but like
No.
not Bobby
I'm
Rock
surprised,
old, but
surprised,
getting
man.
old.
Hey, like you were saying when we were listening to the song, you've acquired a banjo.
Yeah.
And they had a banjo in that
Yes.
song, so
Okay.
they totally get a bonus for that.
Absolutely.
So what made you decide them over Quiet Riot, like, after listening to it?
Well, Come On Feel the Noise, it's catchy, like the drum beat, but then it gets a little repetitive, like lyrics are pretty simplistic.
Well, and it's a cover too.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
How come I never knew that?
Yeah, original. I think it's a Canadian band. It's Slade. I think they're from Toronto, but yeah,
Wow.
Slade originally did it. So
Interesting. I'm going to stick with my answer, though.
okay, Bobby.
Well, yeah, it just got a little annoying. Little lion man that's, I don't know. It's, there's a banjo in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was okay. You can't compete with Come On Feel the Noise in my books. I mean, it is just in your face, rock and roll. Just, they are the pioneers of glam rock.
You shouldn't say in your face, especially the way Quiet Riot spells come.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you're going, come on, feel the noise, eh? All right, I get to be kingmaker right off the hop. I love it. Well, I hate to say this, I gotta agree with BMAC. I'm going for Mumford and Sons. Come on, feel the noise. I've never been a big fan of that song. It's never. Yeah, it's just there. It's like a generic, like 10th track on a Def Leppard song album to me. It's just
Wow.
It's just there's not.
That's
I don't
their
know.
number one.
I know.
song on
I know.
Spotify.
Well, and it is their most recognizable song, but it's just never done anything for me. So, and that Mumford and Sons song, I know you're saying they're not very dynamic, but they got that folksy feel to it, and there's a good pace to that song. Like that's if you're gonna have a folk song, you gotta be able to imagine yourself seeing them live, and there's some pace there. Like I could really see myself getting into that.
Well, you know what? Little Lion Man actually was up for a Grammy for Best Rock Song, and they didn't win the Grammys, but they won this round. Wowzers! This is our fourth vote that's calling.
Yeah, somebody phoned a friend.
Yeah, and they're voting for Quiet Riot.
All right, so Mumford and Son jumping out to an early lead here. So they take that one 2-1, and they lead the matchup 1-0. So let's get into song number 2. Song number 2, it's going to be for Quiet Riot. I think it's a better song than Come On Feel the Noise. Mental Health. And for Mumford and Sons, I Will Wait. All right, Quiet Riot trailing 1-0. I was Kingmaker last time, so I'll take lead off on this one. That Mumford and Sons song, I recognize it. It's a good tune, but it's a little long for a folk song like that. It kind of dragged at the end. And Mental Health, I mean, that opening to that song is just, it's so awesome. Like, for me, it's Mental Health.
BMAC, go ahead.
BMAC.
All right. Well, I don't want to be accused of getting soft over here, so I'm going to go Mental Health as well.
Yeah.
It's kick-ass riff, catchy.
Yeah.
Unlike Come Feel the Noise, it kept my attention.
Yeah.
Like I was right into it the whole time.
Yeah. The bang your head. It's just yeah.
And Mumford and Sons, that's a good song, but it did kind of drag on a little bit, I found.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. The chorus is really catchy. Like it's.
Yeah, I know,
really,
because you hear it about 80,000 times.
Hey, you got a good part of your song. You just lead with that and then
Exactly.
never deviate. So Bobby, your vote doesn't count, but
Yeah, Mental Health all the way for me. It's one of my favorite songs by Quiet Riot. Great song to play live, of course. And I Will Wait. I don't know what it is about this. Maybe it's folk folky music. Maybe it's them and the banjo, the high strumming. It creates anxiety in me. It really does. Like after a while, and that song went like on, and I was just like, it needs to stop. I don't know why. And it should be enjoyable, but for me, it like it makes my heart race more than any mental health song would ever do. I'm glad that song
Heart
is
race
over.
in a good way, or
No, in a horrible way. Like I was ready to leave. Anyways, I just hope their third song's not like that because I'll probably.
Oh, it's gonna be maximum banjo.
So
Yeah,
to
triple
clarify,
banjo.
you're not voting for Mumford and Sons.
No, mental health.
Pretty much ever. You could just leave, and we'll just put a 1 beside
exactly.
whatever choir.
That's not a
rates.
bad idea.
put like a cardboard.
I mean, definitely more entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes, cardboard cutout with my Choir Riot T-shirt.
You know what? We could always have George sit in for you. George will vote for Choir Riot
And he's the
anyway.
same size.
And he's the same. Yeah, they won't even know you're gone.
This is the worst defeat in history, I think.
It just got worse.
All right.
All right. So Quiet Riot evens the matchup, tied 1-1. Let's see who's going to take the lead here. So for Quiet Riot, Mama, We're All Crazy Now. Man, they needed spell check back in the mid 80s. Versus Mumford and Sons, The Cave. All right. Scores tied right now, 1-1. Bobby, you want to go ahead and vote for Quiet Riot?
Yes. So that you don't get a better rhythm section than in that song. I mean, you got Rudy Zarzo on bass. You've got I'm pretty sure it's Rudy Zarzo on bass.
I'll
I'd have
take your
to look
word
it
on
up.
it.
Anyways, that bass player is awesome. Anyways, and you have Frankie Banali, of course, on drums. But anyways, so we go to, and we know what my vote is already. It's Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
But so The Cave by Mumford and Sons.
Yep.
In 2011, I'm going to name the award or the organization and the award, and you tell me what the result is. Billboard Music Award Top Alternative Song.
Oh, it's got to be The Cave.
Like nominated or won the award?
I'm going to say nominated.
Yep. MTV Video Music Award Best Rock Video. Nominated or did they win it?
Just nominated.
Yep. Grammys for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Performance, Best Rock Performance, or Best Rock Song.
They won 3 of those.
All nominated.
Oh, they never won.
Billboard Music Award Top Alternative Song. Nominated.
Nominated.
Isn't amazing?
That's awesome.
Almost good.
But not Quiet Riot
But
good.
not Quiet Riot. Quiet Riot.
Oh, wow.
Potential.
Quiet Riot.
Be very, very silent. I'm
All right,
Robin.
B-Mac.
Well, I'm going to vote for Mumford and Sons for a couple reasons. One, because it agitates Bobby Rock.
Yes, thank you.
2, they got a rock solid banjo section.
Yes.
Forget about the bass
Rock
section.
solid.
I don't care about award shows and whatnot. Give me the banjo.
Yeah. If you're in this tournament and you have a banjo, there are certain instruments that get you a bonus. Harmonica, cowbell, and banjos. and they just overuse that banjo like nobody's business.
All right,
no
you know what
kidding.
you got to do.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Well, last time I broke the tie, it was for Mumford and Sons, and this time it's going to be for Mumford and Riot.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's Quiet Riot. I'm voting for Mama, We're All Crazy Now. My first time ever hearing that song, and I loved it. I thought it was great. It was catchy, great beat. The chorus sets it apart. It's just, and Brian. I know Brian was just politicking by pointing out the bass. Oh man, check out that bass! Check out that bass! Hey, you used to play bass, right? Don't you love that?
Yeah.
And
you
it
know
worked.
me all too well.
And it worked. So I'm voting for Quiet Riot on this one. So they take this song 2-1. This is a great matchup, though. This is very competitive, and their lead overall 2-1 in the whole matchup. So Let's go on to song 4, see if Mumford and Sons can send this into OT. So for song 4, Quiet Riot, The Wild and the Young, and Mumford and Sons, Woman. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Those were 2 amazing songs. It's going to be real hard to... Bobby, wake up.
Oh, sorry.
we gotta decide if Mumford and
Jeez.
Sons gets to live. I'll take lead off. Both songs were terrible. Woman, when it started, I thought, oh, this is nice. It's different than the other ones. But then it just dragged on and on and on. And The Wild and the Young, it was just lame. Like the chorus was lame. The verses were lame. It was just a lame song. So, yeah, was Woman bad enough to make me forget how lame that song was? Like B-Max said when we were listening to it. For me, no, I'm going to vote for Mumford and Sons. Just because I liked it. I hated it slightly less than the other ones. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to stick my vote. Bobby?
Well, you know, The Wild and the Young is so corny and so lame that it actually gives it bonus points when it can be like...
It's so bad it's good, you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
There are songs that are so bad they're good. That's
Yeah, but
like
you know
Burn
what?
in Hell.
It was really... Yeah.
Burn in Hell is just amazing.
It was released in 1986, QR3, so they're trying to... Like, that's the height of, like, the... Survivor, and it was very much. They were trying to be something they obviously weren't.
Yeah, they're a Slade tribute act.
Yes. But you know what? There's
Stick to what
There's
you know
not
and
many
what
women
works.
that I don't like. I don't like that one. So my vote is Quiet Riot.
All right, B-Mac, you get to decide.
All right.
Mumford and Sons, they get an OT or not?
Whew. Like you guys said, both songs were weak.
Yeah, like you said, Woman. It was like a Dave Matthews. Like even his voice sounded like Dave Matthews.
No banjo. That could have.
They just.
I'm looking for any reason. I mean, the Quiet Riot song. It was kind of like the theme of Youth Gone Wild, but it was Youth Gone Wild, gone wrong, horribly wrong. Like
Youth
it
Gone
was.
Wrong.
It was
gone
like
young, gone wrong.
like the 80s rock that no one ever needs to listen to again.
Yeah, it's completely forgettable.
And the Mumford and Son song, it wasn't that good. I'll give the edge just because I'm sure the lyrics were more intelligent than Quiet Riot. But I don't need to hear either song ever again.
All right, so you're voting for Mumford and Sons?
Yeah.
Oh
Wow, we get to overtime.
Who knew?
Overtime. So we're tied 2-2 going into song 5. What's going to happen? Place your bets now. Go to Vegas. So for song 5, for the tiebreaker, it's going to be Slick Black Cadillac. I even spit those words out.
I know, that's
Nailed it.
Nailed it. For Quiet Riot and Guiding Light. Hopefully not just a good song, but also a great soap opera from the mid-'80s. So Mumford and Sons comes in with Guiding Light. So, all right, here we are in overtime. You know what? I'm going to go first on this one. I was really disappointed that Guiding Light had very little to do with the soap opera, the same name. Mumford and Sons, I would have voted for it if the song was called Days of Our Lives. I was more of a Days of Our Lives fan growing up, but nah, Slick Black Cadillac, even though you completely oversold it, comparing it to Burn in Hell, it was still kind of catchy. It was okay. It was definitely better than Guiding Lights. So that's where my vote's. I'm sticking my vote. It's with Slick Black Cadillac. B-Mac?
Sudden death overtime. I wish I did die, but I didn't. So, Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
Mumford and Sons song was kind of boring, repetitive. Slick Black Cadillac was okay. Mediocre is going to get it done in this round. So BR, like
Completely oversold
I
it.
was like pumped up, and I'm like waiting for the payoff, and didn't happen. So.
Yeah, it was.
But I'm still voting for it.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't burn in hell, but there is only one burn in hell, and that's still true.
Yes.
Bobby.
Well, you know, I know that Slick Black Cadillac is like a rock song, and I know Randy Rhoads co-wrote it, and I know it's catchy, but then there's Mumford and Sons, which
Well, you haven't voted for him once.
it took me 5 songs to really understand and appreciate how horrible they are. That they cannot possibly beat my favorite Quiet Riot song, Slick Black Cadillac. Mumford & Sons will never on this planet get a vote from me.
And this is coming from the same guy that voted for Dave Matthews over AC/DC. on
Ring.
one song.
Hey, Bobby. Yeah? I got free Mumford & Sons concert tickets and free beer. Do you want to go? No, thank you. I'm cutting my hair tonight. I'm sorry.
All right, well, Quiet Riot gets by this round. It was a close one, but
You wait, they're going to win the second round too.
well, I guess we'll see who they're matched up against. Dave Matthews is already out, so it's going to be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you got any final thoughts on this disastrous round?
Just glad it's over.
glad.
Wow, let's hope the audience feels that way too. Wow, that's 20 minutes I'll never get back.
That's right. They really should have edited this video down to about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, you got anything else to say? I know Mumford & Sons converted you, so.
Yeah. No, I really hadn't heard of them before, and I'm glad that,
Well, this matchup,
that's over.
Other than those two, like the first two Mumford & Sons songs I had heard, I wasn't too familiar with them, but yeah.
Well, that's the first and only time I'll hear those songs. So.
Well, I don't know. I guarantee that they're gonna wind up in your playlist at some point.
Yeah, if somebody hijacks my Spotify.
All right, well, I guess that's the end of this episode then,
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to next week. Next week, we got a great matchup, but yeah, don't forget, leave us, I know there's a lot of Mumford & Sons fans out there. If you disagree with this, leave us a hateful comment. Especially for Bobby, because he didn't vote for them once.
Not even once.
Not even once. And when we were listening to this song, if they were up against Al Qaeda, he'd still vote for Al Qaeda against Mumford & Sons. So that's where Bobby's head's at.
Wow.
So don't
you
forget.
went all 93 on us.
Oh yeah.
Well, or whatever it was.
It was.
No.
It was,
No. 2000 and what?
Yeah, 2001.
Or 93.
All right.
Something happened in 93.
93 was the Gretzky high stick.
I know, that's what I was
That was
talking about
pretty
the whole
bad.
time.
No, I thought you were talking. Oh, forget it. Say Gretzky was in Al Qaeda.
No.
So don't forget.
Smash that like button.
Share, subscribe, leave a hate-filled comment.
Death threats for
Yeah,
Bobby Rock.
Death threats for
He
Bobby
loves
Rock.
them.
He loves
Can't
them.
get enough.
Yeah, he's be creative too with the death threat. And next week we got a really interesting matchup. It's going to be The Cult versus Huey Lewis and the News.
Ooh.
So I think that's a matchup that'll hold your attention a little bit more A lot less banjo, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So don't forget to check us out next week on Band Fights.
Back in the